I'm in here with the car. We got ourselves an Evo.
Hi there, it's Tim, and today I wanted to kick off a series that I've sort of titled up The End of Car Culture. And the first video, I'm actually going to probably do about 6 or 7, and then I'll just add to this series as I go along. I want to share with you my thoughts and where I think things are going and why I think it's really important that we pay attention to these big shifts that are happening in the marketplace. I live in Canada, but a lot of the things I'm going to share with you are going to be applicable whether you live in Australia, United States, United Kingdom, and other places around the world. And I just want to kick things off with the very first video, which is all about why I might never buy another vehicle brand new ever again. And I know that sounds really, really dramatic, but it's true. I can still remember my very first car. It was a 1984 Nissan 300Z. And you know what? It was turbocharged. It was 2 colors. It was black and rust. I bought it from a buddy, and it announced itself as being epic fun, a little dangerous, but epic fun. And it allowed me the freedom that I was looking for. You know, I was always so constantly, harassing my family and parents to say, hey, can I borrow a car? Can I borrow a car? And this just gave me the magic, the freedom. And it gave me the freedom to go and actually visit my girlfriend at the time. She actually became my wife. And it was amazing because I was able to travel about 130, 140 kilometers from my house to hers on weekends, travel, engage with her, just have a great time. She enjoyed the car, I enjoyed the car, and it started me on this love of my car because it allowed me to go and see her, and it allowed me to explore the world around me, and it was just fantastic. And I'm sure other people have very similar experiences. But for a lot of people now, that freedom has now become a financial burden. Let me explain. New cars in Canada and the United States and around the world are incredibly expensive now. When I think about what people earn or what I earn and I compare it to what it costs to actually buy a new vehicle, my mind is absolutely blown. New EVs are wildly expensive. You've got insurance, you've got gas, you've got maintenance costs, dealership markups. I remember during COVID when dealerships were like cranking up the prices of certain vehicles, and they're saying, oh no, you need to pay an extra $5,000 on top of the already expensive price for a new vehicle. And EVs I mean, especially here in Canada, you really can't find a new EV for less than about $50,000. And that's huge money. What if you wanted to get a used car, a used EV even? I mean, even if I drop $10,000 on a used EV right now, basically all I can get is a 2012 Nissan Leaf. That's it. That's what $10,000 in Canada is going to get me today. I looked up some statistics, and in Canada, the average cost of owning and operating a car is around $12,000 per year. So when you factor in the financing, insurance, the fuel, maintenance, depreciation, and licensing, that's basically another rent payment every month. And that's not even a luxury car. That's just owning a car. So what do I use now instead? Well, I use my e-bike, electric scooter. I use car share. A company like Evo is something I just used today for the very first time. Absolutely found it. It was awesome. It's a car share program. You basically there's not even a monthly fee. There's no insurance, extra costs. There's no gas costs, nothing. You just hop on the app, find out where there's one locally, reserve it, pop over, unlock it remotely, hop in, drive away. I drove it for like 15 minutes, parked it somewhere else in the city, and locked it, walked away, and they charged me $8. It was perfect. Love that. What an awesome system. On the way home, it was pouring down with rain. We were at the gym, my wife and I. We'd had a lovely lunch together. I wanted to get home. I don't want to get absolutely drenched. So we hopped on and I just pulled up Uber, had a lovely, lovely gentleman picked us up in his Uber. 5 minutes later, we're in the back of an Uber being driven home. I know I could also use, taxis, that sort of thing as well. I'm walking a lot more now too. So as a result, what ends up happening is the car that we have a really old 2007 Toyota Yaris. It's got 300,000 kilometers on it. It's probably not gonna last a whole lot longer, but I'm just gonna keep riding that pony until it dies, I think. And then after that, once it's gone, I don't know. Am I going to buy a new car? I don't think so. Just filled up my little Toyota Yaris. Smallest Toyota you can buy. $80 for 38 liters of fuel. It's huge. The opportunity cost to buy a new car now, like if I put 50 or 60 or $70,000 into a new car instead of something else like retirement, like planning for my future, like savings, why would I do that when I have access to all these other opportunities? The car share, the Ubers, e-bikes, walking, healthy lifestyle. New car prices are actually outpacing wages and income. So the average new vehicle price in Canada in 2024 hit $67,817, while average annual salaries hit around $60,000. So let that sink in. The average car now costs more than people make in a year. That's wild. Even in the US, the average new car is creeping up towards $50,000, and it's just not sustainable for most families. EVs are still too expensive for so many people in North America right now. Now, I happen to know in China, for example, you can get a new EV for about $10,000 US. That's just not the case here in North America. What with trade tariffs and things like that, you just can't get them. They're just nowhere to be found. So that's not even an option. So if you're feeling priced out of car ownership, you're not alone. I'm with you on this. And what I'm going to do now is explore in the rest of this series some of the options, some of the things you can do, and some of the things you can think about. And I really encourage you to watch the rest of the series and leave your comments down below. What are you doing?
I'm in here with the car. We got ourselves an Evo.